What is the spiritual dream meaning of a bathroom?
To get this, we have to talk about Sylvia Plath. Because Sylvia Plath was a woman who was trying desperately to hide, but she couldn't even hide from herself.
Her entire life was a performance, a relentless, grinding attempt to be perfect enough to cover up the massive grief and shame she was carrying.
She was brilliant at everything the world wanted from her, polishing her outside to this perfect, untouchable shine. But underneath all that, a gaping hole left by her father's death when she was just 8 years old. A grief so deep, no amount of success could ever wash it away.
So, what did she do? She turned to cleansing. She wrote constantly in her journals about long, scalding hot baths, these rituals to feel something, to dissolve, to just reset. The bathroom was her confessional. It was her sanctuary.
Her life just follows this devastating arc. That early loss, the breakdown she so famously documented in the bell jar, and then her death. And the bathroom, that place that was supposed to be her sanctuary, it became the ultimate symbol of a cleansing she could never, ever complete.
But listen, Sylvia's story isn't just about her. It's not some cautionary tale you can just look at from a distance. No, it is a mirror. It is about you.
Look at this question. I want you to really look at it. What are you carrying that you have never been allowed to put down? What grief, what anger, what shame have you buried so deep you pretend it isn't even there? Because that buried emotional waste, it doesn't just disappear. It comes out at night, when all your defenses are down. Your deepest self is screaming at you in the only language it has. And believe me, the bathroom is one of its most urgent symbols.
So, why the bathroom? Of all the symbols, why that one? Because it is the only room in your entire life that is dedicated to one thing: private release.
Think about it. The kitchen is for feeding other people. The living room is for guests. The bedroom is for a partner. Every other space in your home is performative. It's for show. But the bathroom, that is for you, alone. It is where you go when your body or your soul needs to let go.
So when a bathroom shows up in your dream, it is never random. It is a surgically precise message. Your subconscious is telling you there is something inside of you, something you have held onto for way too long, and it is becoming toxic. You have to listen. This is a life or death warning.
And you know why these dreams are so common? It's because you were taught that your emotional needs are an inconvenience. You've learned to just hold it all in. Psychologically, it's simple. You were taught your feelings were a burden. Now your soul is cramping. Behaviorally, it's an unprocessed emotional loop just stuck on repeat in your head. And spiritually, your dreaming mind is tapping into ancient wisdom. It knows you need to cleanse and renew. It just can't do it for you.
So this dream isn't a threat. You have to stop seeing it that way. It is an invitation, a profound one that you absolutely cannot afford to ignore.
Your deepest self is creating a space for you. It's building a room right there in your mind. And it's saying, look, this place is just for you. This is safe. This is private. You are finally allowed to let go here.
So the only question that really matters is, will you accept it? Or are you just going to keep holding it all in? Keep pretending you're fine until it poisons you from the inside out. The choice is yours.
Part 2.
All right, let's just get this out of the way. Forget everything you think you know about dream symbolism. We're about to decode what your subconscious is actually screaming at you. Look, every single bathroom dream you have, it's not some vague, artsy symbol. It's a specific, direct message. Think of it less like abstract art and more like a diagnosis. And your job, right now, is to learn the language before you're just left suffering in confusion.
Okay, let's start with the most critical category. These are the red alerts, the alarm bells. We're talking about dreams that are screaming at you about your personal boundaries and the essential needs you've been ignoring, so you need to pay attention.
So you dream of a bathroom with no lock or even no door at all. This is an emergency siren from your psyche. A bathroom without a door is a boundary without protection. Simple as that. Your mind is screaming, where do you feel exposed, unsafe? Or maybe even, where are you letting people in who hurt you because you never learned to lock the door? The application here isn't a gentle suggestion. It's an order from your own mind. Figure it out today.
You know that dream? The one where you're running just desperate through endless hallways trying to find a bathroom you can never seem to reach? Yeah, that one's a big deal.
Let's be clear. This dream has nothing to do with finding a physical room. It's about finding relief. You have pushed down a need for so long. Maybe it's rest, maybe it's help, maybe it's just raw honesty, that it has become a full-blown crisis. You are running out of time. So the message is simple. Stop wandering. Stop pretending you don't need it. Your dream is the proof. Make the appointment this week.
And then there's the public bathroom dream. You're surrounded by people. This hits on such a modern problem, right? We've all learned to perform our emotions for an audience. We cry in ways that are manageable for others. We ask for things in a way that doesn't inconvenience anyone. This dream is a wake-up call. It's telling you that performance is absolutely killing you. You don't need a stage to be a martyr. You need one safe space to just be a complete mess.
So, what happens if you ignore all these warnings? Well, you don't just get more warnings. No, you get a crisis. Welcome to the emotional spillover.
Okay, dreaming of an overflowing toilet, let me be absolutely clear. This is not a maybe later problem. This means your emotional capacity is maxed out. Done. The grief, the anger, whatever you've been stuffing down, it's coming out, with or without your permission. The fix for this isn't for next week's to-do list. It's for tonight. And if the overflow is the crisis, the flooded bathroom is the consequence. This is when all that unprocessed emotion escapes containment. It's not just in your head anymore, it's damaging your work, your relationships, your health. You can't just keep running around mopping up the symptoms in 10 different rooms. You have to go back to the source and fix the damn leak.
So let's put these side by side, because this distinction is everything. The overflowing toilet is your internal crisis hitting its limit. The flooded bathroom? That's the external catastrophe. That's when your internal problem starts wrecking your entire life. You absolutely have to intervene before it gets to the flood stage.
But what if you're thinking, hey, I am trying to deal with this stuff, but nothing's working? Well, guess what? Your dreams have a diagnosis for that too. This next set is all about your broken systems, the ways you're trying to cope that just aren't cutting it. So you dream of a dirty, disgusting bathroom. Look, this isn't about your cleaning habits. The filth is emotional residue. It's shame. It's that thing about yourself or your situation that you absolutely refuse to look at. And your dream is forcing you to stare right at it. So the application here is crucial. Ask yourself, is this shame even mine to carry? Or did someone else hand it to me?
What about dreaming you're watching someone else use the bathroom? This is a huge red flag for emotional entanglement. You're either soaking up their chaos like a sponge, or you're watching them have the emotional release that you so desperately need. Listen to me, this kind of enmeshment isn't loyalty. It is self-abandonment. You have to be ruthless. Figure out what's yours to hold and what you need to give right back.
And this one, dreaming of a broken, non-functional bathroom, this is for everyone out there who feels like they're trying so hard to heal, but nothing's changing. This dream is not a failure notice, it's a signal, it's a directive. If your current methods for processing your emotions aren't working, your subconscious is telling you to stop. It's time to find a new approach, a different tool, something that actually works.
Okay, so it's not all doom and gloom, I promise. It's not just warnings and broken systems. Your subconscious is also your greatest ally. It knows exactly when the conditions are perfect for real, profound healing. It also sends out a call to renewal.
Because your subconscious isn't just screaming warnings at you, it's also lighting up the path forward.
Now, if you dream of a clean, beautiful bathroom, please do not mistake this for a nice, relaxing dream. This dream is just as urgent as any of the nightmares. It's your subconscious shaking you and saying, hey, the right time you've been waiting for to make a change, it's right now. The conditions are perfect for a total transformation. Do not waste this moment. And finally, dreaming of taking a shower or a bath. This is an invitation. Something is being purified, washed away from your life. Maybe it's old grief, a past relationship, an old version of yourself. And you are being invited to consciously participate in your own cleansing. So, the application? Create a real-life ritual, honor what's ending, and give the new beginning the ceremony it deserves.
So, there it is. Your subconscious is speaking. It's laying out the entire blueprint for you. The warnings, the diagnoses, the golden opportunities. The only question left is, are you going to listen? What are you going to do about it?
Part 3. Okay, so your dreams have handed you a diagnosis. Now what? You need a treatment plan. And this
This is your treatment plan, and you need to follow it like your life depends on it, because let's be real, emotionally speaking, it absolutely does.
All right, we're kicking things off with 2 different audits for 2 very different types of women. See which one of these feels like it's talking directly to you. Okay, first step. If you're the woman who analyzes everything, who needs a plan, who thinks her way through problems, this is for you. It's immediate, it's structured. We're talking about the dream audit. Okay, listen closely. You're gonna follow these 4 steps, and I mean precisely. Step 1, go buy a notebook. Put it on your nightstand tonight. Step 2, for the next 30 days, your only job is to be a data collector. The second you wake up, you write down every single detail of the dream. No trying to figure it out, just the facts. Step 3, get specific. Was the bathroom clean, or was it filthy? Was it public or private? Were you actually able to, do what you needed to do? And finally, step 4, after those 30 days are up, you read it all, the whole thing. That one pattern that keeps showing up again and again, that's it. That's your primary wound. That's where we start. And let me be crystal clear about the stakes here. This isn't some I'll get to it later task for your to-do list. The woman who actually does this for 30 days, she is not the same person who started. So do not put this off. Start tonight.
Okay, now let's talk to the woman whose pain is always about relationships. The one who keeps getting hurt by the same type of person in the same damn way over and over again. You know who you are. This is for you. It's the boundary audit, and trust me, it's directly connected to what your dreams are screaming at you.
You have to understand, your subconscious isn't subtle, it's literal. So if you're dreaming about a bathroom with no doors, no locks, 0 privacy, what do you think that means? It's a direct, flashing red light symbol of your eroded emotional boundaries. That lock you're desperately looking for in the dream, that's the no you haven't been able to say in real life. All right, it's time to get tactical. Pull up your phone right now, go through your contacts one by one. For every single person, you're going to ask 2 questions. Do they respect my emotional privacy, and do I feel safe being vulnerable with them? If the answer is a hard no to both of those, their name goes on a list. And for every name on that list, you are going to write down 1 specific, maintainable boundary that you will start enforcing this week. And please, hear me on this. This is not me being dramatic. A day spent without clear boundaries is a day you spend emotionally hemorrhaging. It's an open wound. And the damage to your self-worth, to your very sense of safety, it just compounds day after day after day. You have to stop the bleeding. So, we've got the diagnosis handled. Now it's time for the release. This next part is all about getting out of your head and into your body. Because sometimes, thinking about the problem just isn't going to cut it. So this one is for the woman who lives in her head. The dreams are intense, they're vivid, but when you wake up, you can't quite put a name to the feeling. You know why? It's because that emotion isn't in your mind. It's literally trapped in your body. You cannot think your way out of this. You have to move your way out. So here are 3 very real body-based practices to do that. First, somatic shaking. Just 10 minutes. It sounds weird, but it's an evidence-based way to release stored trauma. Animals do it all the time. Next, a 60-second cold shower. It's a hard reset for your entire nervous system. And finally, expressive movement. Put on some music that actually matches how you feel, angry, sad, whatever, and just move. This isn't about dancing, it's not a performance, it is an emotional discharge. And look, the science on this is settled. It's unambiguous. Emotions that get stored in the body without release eventually turn into physical symptoms. That chronic pain you can't explain, the fatigue, the anxiety, this is where it comes from. This is not fluffy self-care. It's a non-negotiable necessity. Okay, what about the woman who processes through making? The one who needs to get her hands dirty and create something tangible to understand how she feels. This is for you. We're calling it the creative purge. It's all about giving those messy feelings a physical form. So, how do you do it? Here are 3 ideas. First, write an unsent letter, totally unfiltered, to the person, to the situation, whatever. Get it all out. Then, create a visual. Paint, draw, scribble, make a collage, whatever it takes to show what dirty means to you emotionally. And third, this one is powerful. Rewrite the dream. Write out the scene exactly as you remember it, but this time, you give yourself the ending you need. You find the clean toilet. You find the lock for the door. You get the privacy. The only skill you need for any of this is brutal honesty. And make no mistake about it, all that unexpressed creative and emotional energy, it doesn't just evaporate, it turns inward. It becomes depression. It becomes rage. Creation is not a cute little hobby. It is a straight-up survival mechanism.
Okay, but what happens when you've tried all this stuff and the dreams just keep coming? This is where we talk about escalation. This is about knowing when to call for backup, because self-help has its limits.
So let me give you a hard rule. If you've been having these dreams, especially the really intense ones about filth or flooding or having no privacy for more than 3 months straight, you've crossed a line. Your situation has officially exceeded the limits of what you can handle alone. And listen, this isn't failure, this is triage. This is recognizing the severity of the wound. So here's the therapeutic escalation protocol. Step 1, acknowledge what's happening. These recurring dreams are an emergency flare being shot up by your psyche. It's yelling for help. Step 2, find a trauma-informed therapist. Not just any therapist. Look for specialists in somatic work, EMDR, or IFS. This is highly specialized work. Step 3, on day 1, you tell them about the dreams. Specifically, they are crucial pieces of data. And step 4, commit to a minimum of 12 sessions. This is deep work. It's not a quick fix. Okay, and what if you have a spiritual practice? Well, now is the time to lean into it. And I don't mean some kind of superstition. I mean using it for intentional, symbolic action. Why? Because your subconscious thinks in symbols. You're basically learning to speak its native language. And here are 3 incredibly simple but powerful cleansing rituals you can do. 1, a water ritual. Literally just state what you are releasing out loud into a bowl of water and then pour that water outside. 2, prayer at the threshold. The moments right before you get in the shower or bath, use that time for intentional prayer. And 3, a salt bath. Use real sea salt. There's a reason this is an ancient symbol for purification. Your nervous system gets it on a level your conscious mind doesn't. So, let's bring this all home. I need you to understand that you are not having these dreams by accident. This is not random. It is a deliberate, targeted message just for you. And just think about the location for a second. Your psyche, your deepest self, it didn't choose a classroom or an office to send this message. It chose the bathroom, the most private, the most vulnerable room in your entire inner world, because this is a message it absolutely cannot afford for you to miss. And this is what's at stake. This is the cost of not listening. Sylvia Plath took these long, scalding hot baths, desperately trying to reach something, to wash something away that was deeper than her skin. She never found the tools to reach it. Not in time. But you do. You have the tools now. You have the diagnosis. You have a treatment plan. You even have the escalation protocol for when things get too heavy. Everything you need to start is right here, in front of you. Please, don't let this just be more information. Don't let it become decoration. Because the question is never, ever whether the message is real. It's real. That's not up for debate. The only question that matters now is the one you have to answer for yourself. Are you going to be brave enough to finally listen?